Hello, good people. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, depending on the time that you'll be watching this video. My name is Lumbasi, and I'm coming to you from Kenya, East Africa, the western part of Kenya. Today, I'm in my shop. I'm at the seed section, as you can see, horticulture seed section. We have the coriander there, onions up there, and brassicas down here, and even some indigenous vegetables. But today my point is I want to talk about this plant. We've all enjoyed a sweet slice of the papaya fruit. We have several of them on the market or in various farms. And for those of you who have planted papaya or popo as it's called, at times you get that some bear fruits, some don't bear fruits. There are various reasons as to why your papaya plant does not bear fruits. One of them is poor farming conditions, lack of water, lack of good nutrients, and the most crucial or the most part is that why some papaya trees don't bear fruits is because having male trees in plenty and having few female trees. So male trees usually don't bear fruits. They'll have flowers or florets as we call it. And we usually have three types of papaya trees when you plant. That is, if you are just planting seeds from a papaya that you've eaten, you'll end up with having three types of papaya trees. You'll end up with a male, female, and a hermaphrodite tree. Yes, you heard it right, a hermaphrodite tree. That is a self-pollinating tree, and that is the best that will bear the fruits. What you need to know is to understand or know what type of trees that you have on your farm when you've planted the seeds. But thanks to technology, nowadays we have hybrid seeds. Seeds are selected, so you'll end up having either a female tree that will bear fruits or a hermaphrodite tree. But most of them are hermaphrodite trees. So how do you identify a male tree that will not bear fruits on your farm? First, you can identify via the root system. But as we know, we don't need to disturb the root system of the seedling. But the male tree has a long taproot with few supporting fibrous roots. That is point number one. The female tree has more of fibrous roots, unlike the male tree. Same to the hermaphrodite tree. And when it comes to other aspects to consider on your farm, how to differentiate between a male and a female tree or a hermaphrodite tree, the florets of the male tree are usually slender, and the flowers are many, and they are all fused or attached to a small stalk. At the end of this video, stay tuned. At the end of the video, you'll see the pictures or a small video, so that you can get the point what I mean when I say a male papaya tree has many of the florets attached to a single stalk, and the male don't have an ovary. It's just fused, and it has flowers. It doesn't have the stigma, so it cannot fertilize itself. It only has the pollen. And the female papaya tree has single or less florets. That is a female tree. Has a single florets, and they are conical. They are conical in shape, and they are attached to the just from the where the bud usually starts, from the leaf and on the main stem. You'll find them either 2, 3, or 1, but not on the same stalk, many at the end, like the male tree. They have an ovary and they have the stigma, and they are somehow conical at the base. And the self-fertilizing tree, that is the hermaphrodite. Hermaphrodite almost looks the same like the female tree, but now the florets or the flowers are not that conical. They are slender and they have the stigma. Unlike the male, they are slender and they have the stigma. So they are self-fertilizing and they have small petals. The petals are not many and large as the male tree. Yeah, they're not as large as the male tree. So those are the best. The hermaphrodite is the tree that will bear fruits without actually needing a male tree. Unlike the female tree, you will need to have, if you have a male tree and a female tree, then it will also need either you pollinate them manually, or they'll be pollinated manually by either the bees or other insects, or even the butterflies. When they move from the male tree, they get the pollen from the male tree, and then when they go back to the female tree, when they are sucking for nectar, it's when they'll fertilize the female tree, and it will be able to now to bear fruits. But the male tree usually doesn't bear fruits. The only tree that bears fruits, as I've told you, is the hermaphrodite tree that has, but not many florets on a single stem. It has a few of them, but attached to the main stem, of the papaya tree. Unlike the male that has several of the florets attached to a single stalk at the end, but they don't bear fruits. Maybe let me show you the video at the end of this talk so that you appreciate and get to visualize what I'm trying to put across.